Welcome back to AFTV, everyone. We had a bit of fun on the Arsenal preview, looking ahead to what the season might look like and making some predictions. We thought, why not wind up a load of other fans, give them a reason to clip us up and do the same with the Premier League preview. It's a bit of fun. Don't take it all so seriously, especially because you guys have had 2 minutes prep.
Yeah, as I say, no prep for this.
And I'm springing some real questions on you all here.
Great.
Are we ready?
Ready?
Yeah? Go for it. Say something.
I mean, there's even regardless, if we're not ready, what am I going to say? Can we stop this video and go and... No.
To be continued.
No, because we got another shoot after. Yeah. So, Premier League winner.
Man City.
I've gone Arsenal. You'd have seen that in the other preview.
And C.
Luton. Man City.
According to Turkish, the only club to lose 7-0 and win the Premier League.
7-1.
7-1.
Generous.
Man City, yeah.
Okay. Now, if you'll remember, Champions League football is going to be the top 5 this year. Although I think that's not like 100% confirmed.
No, it is.
Is it?
100%.
Oh, it's 100% confirmed.
I must admit, that's what I heard.
This is the last year in this Champions League format. Next year it changes to a league.
Oh, we made it.
Okay, fine. All right, well, we get top 5. So who is the rest of your top 4? You obviously got Man City top.
Yep, I was hoping it was going to go that way. Man City, Arsenal, I think Liverpool will be back. 3rd, 4th. I'm going to say, is it going to be United? We'll say United 4th, and then 5th, Aston Villa.
Aston Villa, Unai Emery in the Champions League. Norrie.
Man City, Arsenal, Man United and Newcastle. Very similar to last year, but yeah.
The top 4.
Yeah. Do you want 4 or 5?
5.
So the rest of the 5. So
Liverpool will be 5th.
City, Arsenal, Liverpool, United, Newcastle.
I'm going Arsenal, City, Liverpool, Newcastle.
4th.
Yep.
Okay. Even with champion. Okay. No, go on. Keep doing.
I'm not going to say them because they're our rivals, but I think they're not down the road. They're going to have a real push, but I'm going to give it to United 5th. But yeah.
No Chelsea's.
Yeah, Chelsea.
No Chelsea.
No
Who
Villa.
of all the big 6 have looked one of the best in pre-season?
Villa.
What do you mean Villa? I said Villa, man.
No, you didn't.
Well, we get to fill the other spots. So I believe there's 2 Europa League spots, right? So we'll just go down one. So Turkish, your 2 Europa League spots.
Brighton, Chelsea.
Just Brighton a good shout for 5th. Anyway, Brighton, Chelsea.
6th.
Yeah, 6th, 7th.
Yeah, 6th, 7th.
Villa will be one of them. And did I leave out Villa and Chelsea?
Villa, Chelsea.
So I've said Villa 5th. I'll say Chelsea 6th and 7th. It's either Newcastle or Brighton. Brighton.
So I said United would nick 5th. I think Chelsea. No, Tottenham 6th. Chelsea 7th. Yeah, so
I think just quickly just give you some context. I think Newcastle will focus on their cup run, like kind of what West Ham did when they were in the Europa, and I think their league position will drop. That's why I
think a lot of people are sleeping on Chelsea. I think they've spent a lot of money, and I think they've got
I
a
hear
good
that.
manager, good young manager that will turn things around. As much as I hate to say that,
on that though, is it sleeping on Chelsea? So I went for 6th, Chelsea. Is it sleeping on them to say that they finished 12th last year, so they'll improve massively. They'll probably compete for a place in the Champions League, but just miss out. Like I agree. I think they'll improve, but any Chelsea fan watching this, like 6th shouldn't sound like a disrespect. I know obviously what they've done in the years before, and the amount of money they spent. There should be higher expectations, but I don't know. I think
it's what it is
it's a big
because
gap
there was
though,
such
as
an
well.
utter shambles last year. So you know, what I mean, it's a ground zero reboot.
But progression.
But I think in terms of what they need to do,
Yeah.
they've got the right man for doing that.
Okay. Did we get yours? Yeah, we did do
Yeah, Brighton,
we
Chelsea,
did.
6th, 7th.
Cool. Okay, fine. Conference League, so that's like one spot. Who's nicking that other spot? Can I go first? I'm going Brighton because Brighton's been said. I didn't put them in my top 7. So my top 7 is basically the traditional big 6 with Newcastle in there. So I think Brighton will be good. I rate De Zerbi massively. If they get Kudus in, I know at the time of recording we don't know too much if that's definitely going over the line. But Villa, I'm not buying into. I'm not buying into the Villa hype as much. You know, I'm not.
I don't know. They've got the money and they've got a very good manager, as we know.
I know.
A manager with a point to prove as well.
Yeah.
I know, but he has a tendency to hit these like lulls in the league. I think they're going to win the Europa. By the way, are they in the Europa or conference?
Conference.
I think they're going to win the conference
Because of Emery.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think defensively they're still not ready for the league. Is Tyrone Mings still their guy?
They had there's someone else starting centre back. Anyway, so I've not gone. Villa don't make my top 8, but Brighton do make 7th.
Top 8 sounds mad, isn't it? That's a lot. That's like it feels like a big chunk.
It's a lot of the league.
Yeah.
Like
For mine,
and there's always a surprise, right?
For mine, I'm going for another manager that's been recently appointed that's walking into a club that's a little bit shaky, but I think I'm liking the look of him, and it's that look down the road. So Postecoglou, I think he's the right man for this time at Tottenham, and I think he'll do reasonably well with them this season.
Yeah, but getting 8th is dropping a position on last year.
Yeah.
Who, Tottenham?
Yeah, but when you consider
Because
that
7th got them. Oh no,
No,
They went
they
7th.
finished
They
it.
finished it.
yeah,
so they were-
shocker, didn't they?
Finished
Sorry,
it,
I
yeah,
shouldn't
yeah.
smile
Yeah.
so much. All right, so you think okay, cool? Yeah,
Just
okay,
smart.
cool.
but it's a rebuilding exercise.
Okay,
Yeah, I think Spurs.
okay.
I didn't give mine Newcastle.
Did you not? Oh, Newcastle. I know. Fair enough. Okay, who is getting relegated?
Luton.
He's got it for Luton.
What's wrong with you?
From day one.
Am I lying? Everyone here is going to say Luton.
Yeah, I'm gonna say Luton,
Everyone
but
here is
I'm
saying
hoping
Luton.
that you're wrong because obviously I spent some of my formative years in Luton. I've got a lot of friends there, but if I'm saying this with my head, then yeah, they would be the obvious
Yeah, that's
choice.
free. That's free.
Sheffield United as well.
Yep.
And I think something like Fulham could be in a bit of danger this year, man.
Yeah, mine's Luton.
And Wolves, Fulham or Wolves are my
Luton.
outside bets.
Luton, Sheffield United, and Everton.
Luton, Sheffield United.
I'll tell you what, Everton have flirted with the drop for too long.
Yeah.
I'm going Luton, Sheffield United, and Wolves. But let me tell you, I've got my eyes on Everton.
Is it just simply
Yeah.
because they've struggled in recent years? You think?
They're just even their own fans will tell you, they just sign
Yeah.
players who are past it. And
It never gets.
But with Sean Dyche there now, I think
this
he'll
is
be
my
a bit
thing. I
different.
think over 38 games, Sean Dyche.
Yeah,
will rack them up
I
enough
think he'll
points.
do enough to. I think there's other teams that are in a more precarious position.
But they always go through like a crisis. Like he might be there and they'll go through a crisis. And they'll look to change the manager and like they just.
No, I think he's here for a while.
Do you think he'll be?
Yeah, I don't think it'll be pretty. I don't think they'll love it, but I think he's here for a while. I think he'll stabilise them to 15th or something.
Oh,
I actually think he's a good.
And I like Everton. I actually hope they do all right.
yeah, I like Everton as well. But
All right. Okay.
Well, I didn't do my three.
We didn't do yours three.
No, I just said Luton.
Oh man, you
Um,
said Luton. Don't ask about the rest.
Sheffield United, and it's out of Forest and Bournemouth for me, but I'm going to say Bournemouth. So Luton, Sheffield United, and Bournemouth.
Interesting, Bournemouth.
I think if Luton can stay up, I don't want to dwell on Luton. If they can stay up, that will be one of the stories of the Premier League season.
remind me of your three that are going down, Laurie.
I did have Luton in there, but like I said, Luton, Sheffield United, and either Fulham or Wolves.
Okay. Okay. Surprise.
Is it Fulham or Wolves?
Yeah.
Wolves.
Surprise package. A team that is gonna, I think, for better or worse.
Brentford. I feel this is a team that came to my mind. I just feel like obviously the Ivan Toney thing.
In a good or bad way.
I think it's really annoying. The reason why I'm pausing so much on this is because I didn't put them in the top 8. So this is where my argument's not as strong. But I just feel like I think they'll be fine without Ivan Toney until he returns.
Damn.
I think they might be able to hold on to him, and if they do, I think that's where you might see an upturn as well. I think they'll do well without him, but then I think there'll be another upturn when he comes back in. I think there'll be positives coming from Brentford this season, and I like Brentford. I think they've got a good setup, and I like Thomas Frank. But I just think they're going to be the surprise. They just don't break that top 8 for me. But they're going to be a surprise for me.
Surprise package for me, and I've
enjoy
been
watching
thinking this for a while. Burnley, I think they're that sort of unfashionable club up north. No one's really going to want to go there. It's not a nice day out. I think they've got a very good manager. I think they're going to be extremely motivated, and I think they're going to do a lot better than people think. Mid-table even.
I'm the same, Burnley.
I'm the same, but I feel now I want to be different. But yeah, Burnley will be the surprise package, but I just have a feeling United aren't going to kick on in the way I think people think after Ten Hag's first season, winning a trophy, adding another £150 million worth of players or whatever. I think there's this expectation they'll kind of like kick on again another level. I actually think there'll be a regression, but they got third in a trophy last year, so they might still have a decent season. Okay, Premier League top goal scorer.
Well, Haaland.
Eddie. Oh, I thought you were saying Eddie. Sorry.
Haaland might score more than Luton.
You got something against Luton, yeah.
Two of my exes are from Luton, so
My score, he probably will as well. We're laughing, but it might have some truth to that.
All right, Erling
that should have been my bold statement on the Arsenal one.
It should have been.
I'd like to say someone alternative to Haaland, man,
know,
but I can't
same.
really. If I'm being realistic, I just think, he's
Light work for him.
yeah. Especially with City as well, the amount of chances they create, it's got to be him. Probably won't get as many as he did last year, but it was.
Just so difficult, innit? Because, you want to be different, but you don't see any
Well, you
other
get like
world.
36 goals or something
Yeah,
stupid.
you don't see any other world without Haaland scoring more than 30 plus and getting another golden boot to his name. And I think Arsenal will be second. I'd love to say an Arsenal player, but there's just not enough prolific
Perhaps there
goal
won't be no
scorers in
Harry
there.
Kane there probably this season.
Yeah,
as
it's
well.
I
what
was about to mention Harry Kane, that if he stays,
But even
I think he'll get really good numbers, but
you're not surpassing Haaland.
it's Haaland.
Yeah, Haaland.
All right,
Shame.
Golden Glove. So really, you're also looking at the team and like
So I've got,
defensively, clean sheets, all that.
so mine's going to be Nick Pope or Aaron Ramsdale. And I
But
just
remember, so that's assuming Ramsdale, if Raya does come
I
in,
know,
is
but
the-
I expect Ramsdale still to be
fair enough.
because it's Premier League, isn't it? I think Raya comes in and again we spoke about this before. It'd be quite harsh of Ramsdale not to do the cup games as well. But I think he will be competing for that number one spot. We're playing more of the cup games there, right? If he when he's here. But Ramsdale and Nick Pope, I've got to give you one. I'll go Ramsdale, back our boy.
Ramsdale.
Newcastle keeper for me.
Nick Pope. Yeah.
Very good defensive record, good keeper, and the way they play, I think they will play the same way this year. They're very hard to break down, Newcastle.
I'm gonna go Edison.
Yeah, that was
I just think
mine.
when I look at City's improvements in the summer, it's heavily defensively orientated. And Gvardiol, we think Saliba's a beast. The only one in terms of the conversation in that young centre back bracket is Gvardiol. Gvardiol, Diaz, Stones, Laporte, Ake, Akanji, all in front of Edison. I think he'll get it.
Yeah,
They
Edison
do
was
give
mine
you a
as well.
chance, though, don't they, City, with the way they play?
I think they.
Half chances.
I think they are more structured as a unit, and we saw it end of last season. So I'm giving it Edison as well. I still think we'll win the league, but they'll have a few more clean sheets. Player of the season, Premier League Player of the season.
This is a good one. Feel free anyone to jump in on this because I didn't know that was coming and I'm really not thought about it. I think Erling Haaland, it'll be annoying, but if he goes and breaks another goal record, if he beats his own goal record, then, I mean, who else do you give it to? If I'm completely honest. And I think I've already predicted, I think they win the league. So it has to be a City player. I think De Bruyne is incredible as well, but it's going to be, for me, I'd love to say an Arsenal player, but it's either De Bruyne or Haaland. And it's actually annoying. It's annoying saying that. I'm going to go Haaland, but it's actually annoying that is the case right now.
Okay,
I
it's
hope
annoying, but it's
different.
Erling Haaland. I'm going William Saliba.
Yeah.
I'm going for an Arsenal player.
I think we're going to win the league.
And I earmarked him when we was talking about earlier Arsenal's player of the year. So I'm going to go Declan Rice.
If Arsenal do win the league, Rice and Saliba will definitely be in for a shout. But I'm going to go Haaland. I mean, unless he gets an injury, I don't see anyone, surpassing what Haaland does this year.
Okay. Any more bold predictions for the league? Obviously we've got your kind of
Manager sacked. Who will be the first manager to get sacked?
That's a great
It's
one.
a good one.
Lopetegui. I think he'll walk. I think.
Lopetegui
I think he'll
or
leave.
the man from down the road or up the road or across the water,
David-
Silva.
David Moyes.
No, Fulham manager. I think there's things going on at Fulham. He nearly left. They've lost their striker. They've not really bought many players. They've got a few oldies in there as well.
Okay, well, let's get that
Fulham
prediction
could
in
struggle.
then. If anyone needs any reminder on clubs, do you want to look up the Luton manager for you?
No, but
Nah, he
Luton,
won't be
I
under
think.
pressure like that.
Yeah,
I don't think he'll be under pressure.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
They know what
They'll
it
be
is.
expecting to go down, so I don't think they'll.
I hope Luton have a really good season now, just because I need.
But so do I. I want them to have a good, but I just don't see it. I just don't see it.
Yeah, they're not.
First match we sat, not sat or leave, Roy Hodgson maybe. Palace.
Oh, Hodgson at Palace is a
'cause I
shout.
think that's comedy.
I think it'll
he's
always
always-
just kind of keep them.
Yeah, but I think they'll need to. They've got to move on from him again. Anyway, I think Roy.
Hodgson, Silva, Lopetegui. No one said David Moyes.
No, I did say Lopetegui.
Oh,
but I said
Lopetegui.
Silva or
Oh, okay,
Lopetegui,
fine.
Yeah. But it'd be one of them two, I reckon.
This one's a hard one. I was trying to look at the top 8 and see, like
Pressure.
what big manager's going to get sacked first. But if we're talking the whole league, then
Roy, man.
who's notorious for sacking? Chelsea, they can't do that again. They need some consistency. United, yeah, they're fully behind Ten Hag.
Chelsea won't sack
Brighton,
Pochettino.
De Zerbi.
Absolutely.
He ain't going.
Let me.
Spurs, Postecoglou.
The reason why I say Lopetegui as well is that he's already started moaning, isn't he, about not being given money to get players in. You saw there were problems there last season.
They've
It's
got
unpopular.
bad FFP problems.
He's unpopular with the fans. I know that.
Is he?
Yeah, a lot of fans not happy with the football. I think he could be in real trouble.
Gary O'Neill.
No, he's gone
He's
already.
gone already.
Oh, is it? Who's Bournemouth manager then?
They got a guy from La Liga whose name I forgot. Apparently, he's very, very good.
Yeah.
Is it? Yeah.
Because when Gary O'Neill got sacked, a lot of people like myself were saying, how did he sack him? Apparently, a lot of the Bournemouth fans were saying, listen, man, they co-signed it. And this guy that's come in, apparently he's done quite well.
Andoni Iraola, apparently very, very good manager.
Yeah.
When he came, a lot of
Highly
people
thought of young
know
man.
about
Him.
Okay, Iraola.
mean,
And by the
No one said
way,
David Moyes.
That's
No,
Bournemouth, man.
But no one said David Moyes.
I
Yeah,
think
that's
I
a good
nearly
one.
had them as a surprise package. I think
Bournemouth?
Yeah, I think they'll be okay.
I think they'll be alright as well.
I think like 13th and above. Yeah, I think they'll be all right.
David Moyes.
12th
So
and
quickly, no
above.
one said no.
Well, we just mentioned David Moyes. I think West Ham will just do everything to be loyal to him. And by the way, the Luton manager's called Rob Edwards. Slightly disrespectful to me. not
But
to
he's highly thought
mention his
of.
name, but
Yeah.
did well to get them up. All right, we'll leave it there. Let us know your comments, your thoughts in the comment section below. Your predictions. We mentioned the managers. We mentioned all those other positions. Get in the comments and let us know. And of course, we'll revisit this in about 9-10 months' time if we can bring ourselves to do it. Of course,
We should call this the Nostradamus show.
I'm sure you'll all remind us of our predictions as well as the season goes on. Maybe we should get them stamped somewhere.
No,
We can
no, we
just-
shouldn't.
So we can just
No,
keep
we
an eye on
shouldn't.
them as
No,
they're
we
going
shouldn't.
on. We can just
Just do a little table.
yeah.
The Nostradamus table.
We'll keep this all together. Hit the like button, subscribe to AFTV, and I'll see you very, very soon.
Shop for AFTV merch at shop.aftv.co.uk. Subscribe to us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat, and Twitch. We've got content for every platform, so check it out.